they know us and they showed up cause we out here.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. My name's Dubb, and today my second featured guest I have Joann from Urban Grace Magazine. She's here to give us a little insight on the magazine and, a little bit about herself.
Yes.
Hey, Joann.
Hey, Dubb.
Yes.
I'm good. I'm glad you finally got me on here.
Right.
Yes.
I'm so glad you're here today, too. And I just wanted to let everybody know a little bit about you because you have a lot of hats that you do around in the town. I do wanted them to know a little bit about what you do. So let's first start off with your Urban Grace Magazine.
Yes. So Urban Grace Magazine is a trend and online blog. We explore the intersection of pop culture and politics, and we seek to empower women in media and entertainment.
Oh, that's wonderful. So when did this all come about? How did you start Urban Grace?
I started about 10 years ago. We were a platform that were working on hip hop and music, and it eventually launched into me going into college. And I went to school in New York and being exposed into that market, and I was able to start it as an online blog. And that was around the time where there was a lot of authenticity in music and hip hop. So we were able to, basically network and connect with a lot of people in the industry. And then we started to work more towards leaning towards women in the industry. And so the GRACE is an acronym. It stands for Gender, Race, and Class Empowerment, which is really what it's about.
That's wonderful. So tell us a little bit more about the magazine as far as what topics or concepts do you have inside the magazine?
It's funny because right now, like you have like those bloggers that are doing like the shade room type of thing,
right.
And like we've done that. We've done entertainment news, but we've done special features. We've broke stories in the city that were controversial, and we've done radio interviews with people that were highlighting talents. And so there's a number of things. We cover fashion, we cover beauty, we cover health, we cover anything that deals with what our current generation is talking about and what interests them. We're not just like this, kumbaya magazine. We do get controversial and we do get in your face, and sometimes we do talk about things that's really going down.
So I know you're kind of what I do. We're both like, journalists.
Sisters in media. I love it.
Right. So who have you interviewed or who have you blogged about like in recent or past events?
Like I did an interview with Monifa. She was really a nice person to talk to. I've done Big Ooh. I've done Black Collar Biz, Maj B. I've done a couple people that were like lesser known, but Rudy Moose, shout out to Rudy Moose and the Remy Boys.
Right.
So we've worked with a few artists around here and done some artists that were artistically inclined in Trenton, that were painters and photographers like that we were showcasing. But I think like my biggest interview so far has been with Monifa and with Big Ooh.
With Big Ooh. So yeah, Monifa is a
R&B artist.
Yeah. And Big Ooh is a rapper?
Yes.
And he's from Trenton, right? Shout out to the town.
Yes.
So also I just wanted to like touch up on, I know you do a lot of more other things versus just the magazine. Can you give me a little bit more insight of what you do?
Yes. Outside of that, when I'm not doing the magazine or if I'm not, managing my brand or the website, I'm also a PR manager, and I manage different clients of mine, and that's been something that we've been doing under the urbangracedigital.com. If you want to know more about it and what we can do for brands. And so we do a lot of strategic communications for companies and for brands. And so I wanted to take all of the experiences that I've had from working with the blogosphere and working on nonprofit work to actually consult. So I've been doing a lot of consulting, but my baby project right now is the Urban Grace Foundation, where we're seeking to bridge the gap between what teens dealing with adult life issues.
Oh, okay. That sounds super inspirational to me.
Yeah.
So with that being said, let everybody know some encouraging words that you would have for those, journalism is like, I wouldn't say a dead art form, but not a lot of people do journalism. So what do you have encouraging to say to those who are trying to get into that field?
I mean, you're just supposed to really if you have a passion for it, then continue to build your portfolio, continue to build your contacts, and stay on top of the trends that are happening, and stay on top of the pulse of the trends, and then you'll be fine. And it is something that can be tough. It's a lot of work, but in the end, when you see, you know, other people that deem you credible, then, you know, you get the satisfaction that you have for the passion that you have for writing. So
thank you so much for being here today, Joann.
Yes.
I appreciate it so much.
Yes.
Just let everyone know exactly where to find your Urban Grace magazine.
GraceMagazine.com. I know it's a lot of words, but it's UrbanGraceMagazine.com. And if you want to know more about what we do as far as digital consulting, you can go to UrbanGraceDigital.com.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. My name is Dubb, and me and Joann, we out here.
Yes.
I'm out here. We out here. I'm out